Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's iVibes Crochet here, and it's been a while since I made a long form video, but I thought I would hop on and share some yarn that I found recently with you that I'm really excited about. So before I get into that, I want to preface this by saying that yes, we all know that Joann's is closing. For me, Joann has been my go-to place to get yarn since I started crocheting about a year ago because of their really affordable prices and just the variety of yarn that they have. It's the only place where I've really been able to find quality yarn for an affordable price, and that, the more you buy, the more you save. So I really fell in love with their Big Twist Posh yarn to make plushies. Let me go show you all the skein. So my favorite yarn at Joann's is the Big Twist Posh yarn, and this is what it looks like. It comes in a skein where you get 233 yards, and it costs about $10 at retail. But with their discounts, like let's say Joann is doing a 20% or 25% off, and they have an extra percentage off of if you pick up in store, and then on top of that they'll have a bulk discount. So if you're buying a whole bunch of skeins, you get a discount because you're buying in bulk, and you don't have to purchase. So let's say I'm buying 2 skeins of this, 2 skeins of pink, 2 skeins of red, 2 skeins of orange. I qualify for the bulk discount. Some stores, a bulk discount is only given if you're buying 1 skein of the same color. Like if you're buying like a couple skeins of the exact same color yarn. Like I know that's how Michael's does it, but with Joann's, you could get various skeins of various colors to get the bulk discount. So even though this is $9 or $10, $9.99 at retail, the cheapest I've been able to get it with all the Joann's discounts is $5.50. That's almost 50% off. So no one can tell me that Joann's isn't the place to get yarns. And with the liquidation, sadly, their prices are actually more expensive than they would be if they were on sale and you were getting their discounts. So right now, I believe in some stores, the yarn is 30% off. And they haven't really been budging on lowering the cost of the yarn. Prior to that, it was 25% when the liquidation first started, and you can't use any coupons and you can't do the bulk discount. So you're just buying it at 30% off, and they're refilling their stores daily with the yarn. But people are buying them as they're coming in. So a lot of people are panicking because Joann's is going out of business, and a lot of people love the Big Twist Posh yarn, and so they're stacking up on it, even though they may not necessarily have any projects. So right now people are trading yarn like Pokemon cards, which is so hilarious to me. But for me, I'm not about to run out and buy a bunch of yarn at 30% and pay like, what would that be, like $7 a skein when I'm used to getting it for $5. I am gonna go ahead and search for some other comparable yarns, because at the end of the day, Joann is going out of business. Big Twist is their brand. We don't know if we're gonna be able to get it anywhere else. So I think the safest thing for me to do is just to find an alternative. And I do have quite a bit of skeins of Big Twist Posh to make projects. I typically make plushies with them, but there are some colors that I am running low on, and to be honest, I haven't been able to find it in stores. I am glad that I stocked up during their yarn inspiration sale, and I was able to get all of the skeins that I purchased at a very cheap price. But I'm not about to pay $7 for a skein of yarn that I could have gotten for $5. And if these don't sell during their liquidation sale, they're going to lower the prices. But it might not get to that point because everybody's running out and buying the yarn because they're worried that it wouldn't be, it's not going to be available. So Big Twist Posh has been my favorite yarn for making plushies because I was new to making plushies in December of last year. And so I found that Big Twist was the easiest yarn to get. It was the easiest yarn to work with. The texture is so smooth, so soft. It's not a bulky blanket yarn, as you can see. This says it is a size 5, but that can be debatable because it is very fine, but it's so soft. It's so easy to work with. The yarn just glides right through the crochet hook when I'm crocheting. I never have any issues with it. My only con with the Big Twist Posh yarn is that the plushies tend to come out very small. So these are some of the plushies that I've made with the Big Twist Posh yarn. I don't mind these being small because, you know, they're supposed to be. I don't mind these being small, but when I'm trying to make like a cuddle plushie or a Pokemon or a teddy bear or a rabbit, I tend to want those to come out at a bit bigger because when I'm selling at markets, I find that people really value the larger plushies a bit more than, let's say, a smaller plushie that costs the same price. So I recently made some loaf cats. I don't have them here with me, but I used the Big Twist Posh yarn, and one of the plushies came out really tiny, like it could fit into the palm of my hand. And I made another one with the burlap blanket yarn. It came out a lot bigger. Those sold more at markets than the little tiny plushies made with the Big Twist Posh. So even though it's the same exact pattern, just a different yarn because they came out bigger, people could justify spending $25 for those loaf cats versus $25 for a smaller loaf cat. And when you're selling at markets and there are other crochet artists there who are severely undercutting their prices, then you want to have something that people will gravitate more towards, and those are the bigger plushies. So I have been looking into finding another type of yarn to make plushies, something a bit bigger, maybe like around a size 6. And I was thinking about going with their Big Twist plush line. That was actually what I was going to try next. So I bought like 2 skeins to see how they would work up, and then of course the bankruptcy hit and then the liquidation. So I figured, let me just keep trying to see what I find out there. So in my search, I was actually working on a project. I also make these little booties with the Big Twist Posh yarn, and so this is a pair that I made. Aren't they so cute? With the matching bear hat to go with it. And I was making some pink ones and ran out of the yarn I usually use. Let me go get it. So this is the pink one that I was making, and I had enough left to make one little booty. There you go. As you can see, I love it. It's so soft and adorable. This is the hat to go with it. I had enough to make the hat, had enough to make one booty, and this is what was left. So naturally I went to the stores, even though the skeins are like $7, to see if I can find this specific color. This is actually the Big Twist Baby Bear, which is a size 5, just like Posh. It is very similar to Posh. It's almost the exact same yarn, except I would say the Baby Bear is a little bit finer or softer than the Posh. But quality, no shedding. Love this as well. If there's a color in Posh that I can't find, I will see if Baby Bear has it, and sometimes I use them together. You really cannot tell the difference. So I went into the stores trying to find this specific color in Big Twist Baby Bear and couldn't find it. All sold out. I was willing to pay the $7 for the skein because I need to finish this project, right? So I decided to search online to see if there was something comparable that I could use to finish the next boot. And I must say that I wasn't really hopeful because it's very hard to match yarn. Sometimes when you're working with a yarn from a specific brand, even though they are the same exact brand and they come from the same exact company, even if it's the same colors, sometimes you can get variation in the texture, in the color. So I wasn't very hopeful that I would find something to match, but I was hoping to get something very close. And so I went online to Tried and True Amazon. I actually did a search for Baby Bear, for Big Twist Posh on Amazon, because you know sometimes people will resell them on Amazon, or sometimes the brand will sell that specific yarn on Amazon. And while I didn't find Big Twist Posh, I did find this company. And when I tell you that these two yarns are like the exact same yarn, I cannot believe that this is not Big Twist Posh or Big Twist Baby Bear. They are so similar in the look, the texture, like it feels like the exact same yarn. The size, it's a size 5 as well. It's almost like this company took Big Twist Posh, cut the skeins in half, and then repackaged it as their own. So this company is Moja Dream. The color is Marshmallow. It's available on Amazon, and I'll put a link to it in the description box in case you're interested in checking it out. But it is the exact same yarn as Big Twist Posh or Big Twist Baby Bear. Like, they can be used interchangeably. The only thing that I'm noticing now, even when I put the colors together, like you could barely tell the difference. So the Marshmallow in Moja Dream is a little bit lighter than the Big Twist Baby Bear. I think this is Strawberry Smoothie. Like, you could barely tell the difference. The Moja Dream is a little bit lighter. If you have them side by side, you'll notice the difference. But yeah, other than that, the texture, the feel of it, it feels like the exact same yarn. So I'm gonna work this up and see how it goes with the Baby Bear Dream. Like, I know for a fact that it's gonna be lighter, so I just might make 2 of these booties and just keep this one as a souvenir until I find Strawberry Smoothie and the Big Twist Baby Bear. I'm not so confident that I'm gonna find this because prior to the liquidation, this was already hard to find. And the only reason I even have a skein of this is because I had put in a big order online during their Yarn Inspiration sale, and I think I put in for maybe like 4 of these, and they ended up canceling 3 and sent 1 skein. And I've never been able to find this one in store. So it's a popular color, so it's hard to find. But this marshmallow is this exact same yarn. The color is just a little bit off. I'm gonna work this up to see how it looks, but y'all, like, this is the same yarn. Right off the bat, I'm not noticing any shedding. Usually with the blanket chenille yarn, with not the blanket yarns, because I haven't had any shedding with a Bernat blanket, but normally with the chenille yarn, there's a lot of shedding. And what I love about a good plushy yarn is that I can make a magic circle with it. There are some chenille yarns that I just can't make a magic circle with because there's so much shedding and it just falls apart when you pull it too tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and work this up and see how it comes out. But so far, I'm loving the quality, I'm loving the texture. It's the exact same as Big Twist Posh and Big Twist Baby Bear. The only gripe I have is that this skein is 120 yards, and as I showed you earlier, Big Twist Posh comes in, each skein comes in 233 yards, right? So I would have to buy 2 skeins of these to equal 1 big twist Posh. And the only complaint I have about doing that is that this single skein was like $6.50. So if I were to buy 2 of these to equal 1 big twist Posh, I'd be spending like $13 for 1 skein of yarn, and that's not my ministry. I'm the one looking for a deal when it comes to these yarns, because I know you can find quality yarn at an affordable price, and I am not in the business of buying a skein of yarn for $13. No ma'am, it's not gonna happen. So let me work this up and see how it comes out, and then I'll come back and show you them side by side. Color match, I know they're not gonna match because this is just a little bit lighter, but it'll be pretty close. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. So I finished working up the booty with the Moja marshmallow yarn. Moja Dream marshmallow yarn, which is pretty much the same as the big twist yarn. This is them side by side. As you can see, this is a much smaller skein. It's like, look at that. It's not even comparable. So this this came in a pack of 3, and the total pack and the total cost including taxes was about $19. So if I were to do the math, it was $6, about $6.50 for, maybe a little bit less, $6.50 for 1 skein of this, when the cheapest I've gotten this big skein of yarn, which can make lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of baby booties and plushies, is $5.50. So that's comparing the two. When it comes to the value, the price that you're paying, it's no comparison. This wins. But if you are someone who just absolutely loves Big Twist Posh or Big Twist Baby Bear and are sad that Joann's is closing and you're looking for an alternative, Moja Dream Marshmallow is a wonderful alternative. They're literally the exact same yarn. Like, you can't tell me that this is from a different company. It's the exact same yarn. So this is a good alternative if you just really love Big Twist Posh that much. Me personally, once I run out of Big Twist Posh, I'll just find an affordable alternative. I probably won't get this unless it's on sale, so no. But it is a great alternative. this is how the baby booties came out. Of course, the color was not a match. It was way too light, right? That would be kind of crazy. Or that could be a style. So I made up another one to go with it. That's how it came out. It's like a pretty light pink. And as you can see, other than the color, it's not much different. This is, of course, Big Twist Baby Bear. This is not Posh, but I feel like Posh would be exactly like the Moja Dream. But that's what it looks like. So easy to work with. The yarn just slid through the hook. Like the hook just slid through the yarn. That's why I love Big Twist Posh. I love it because it's affordable. I love it because you get a lot of yarn and it comes in a lot of different colors. The Moja Dream comes in a few different colors as well. If you go online to Amazon, that's where I got it. If you go online to Amazon and you're looking at the Moja Dream, the colors look identical to Big Twist Posh, the other colors. So I'll put a link in the description box, but you can check it out. But Big Twist Posh, the value that you're getting when you buy Big Twist Posh, it's just, I haven't found anything comparable to this. I'm still gonna be on the hunt, but so far, number one, baby. I'm gonna be sad to see this go. It's affordable, it's durable, it's easy to work with, especially if you're new crocheter to amigurumi or anything else. Like, this is a great affordable yarn. I have a bunch of Big Twist yarn that I've gotten. I've gotten the acrylic yarn, the value pound. I have 2 skeins of the Big Twist plush because I was gonna, you know, head on over to Big Twist plush because I wanted to make bigger plushies, but you know, that's going out of business, so I have to find an alternative. But it's such a great yarn. I'm sad to see it go. The Moja Dream is a great alternative, and it would be perfect if not for the price and the fact that you're only getting 120 yards for $6.50 when I'm used to getting 233 yards for like $5 and some change with the Joann's discount. Like, for that reason, I'm gonna be sad to see Joann's go. It was a great place to find affordable crafts with all the discounts that they offer. So I'll be sad to see it go, but I am of course gonna look for an alternative to make amigurumi. So I'll be sharing that journey with you all. But that is it for this review. If you are just in love with Big Twist Posh, are sad to see it go, and are loyal to Big Twist Posh and want an alternative, this is an exact match. The color match may not be the same, but as far as the texture, the quality, it's an exact match to Big Twist Posh. Price is not a match, the amount you're getting is not a match, but this is a great alternative. So check it out, click on the link in the description box and head on over to Amazon and give it a try. If you do decide to try it, let me know how it worked out for you, and I will be back in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. I wanted to add too that the company that makes Moja Dream, I wasn't able to find much about them online. All I found was their Amazon store, and I also found their Instagram. So there's not really much online about them, and there isn't a website either. So yeah, so I think the only place you can buy this is on Amazon.